Greetings everybody, Oscar here with OQ Detailing. In this video, we're gonna do a comparison between 4 great tire sealants and just see which one performs the best. So the candidates are Armour Detail Supply Ghost, to Adams Tire Armor, Exaforma Permashine Tire Coating, CarPro Dark Side, Okay, so through this test, what we want to find out is which one is the best overall performer. So the 3 things we're going to look at is which one has the best shine, which one lasts the longest, and also which one is the best value for your money. So which one is the better price. So these are the 3 main things we're looking at. We're going to apply it to all 4 tires. And of course, the front tires tend to get dirtier than the back ones. So it's a little bit hard to have a perfect test, but we're just gonna do our best. So stay tuned for all the updates. Okay, so as you can see, the tires are squeaky clean, and they're ready to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and apply the different sealants to the tires. I gave 2 passes to each tire with the tire prep just to make sure they're squeaky clean, and by the second pass, all the foam was white, which tells me they're clean. And now you have your traditional tire shine, like CarPro Pearl. I have Adams Tire Shine inside this bottle, but anyways, so you have your traditional tire shines. Most of them are water-based. There's some that are solvent-based, but these tire shines only last a couple weeks, if anything. So what the difference is, these are tire coatings or tire sealants. So these are supposed to last months, according to their claims. And that's what we're gonna test out today on my daily driven detail rig, my van, which is the best way to test it because I drive long distances. Now, there are better ways to apply a tire sealant or coating, but the only thing that I have that's identical so that there's no bias or cross-contamination are these finger applicators from Autofiber. Again, there's better applicators for tire dressings and tire coatings, but these are just the ones that I have, so I can have a brand new one for each tire that's not cross-contaminated, and they're all the same type. So we're gonna use these to apply. Okay, so our first contestant is gonna be Adams Tire Armor on the driver's front tire. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray the ones that we can spray to try to get in the grooves that are hard to get, especially with these applicators. They're not gonna be as good. And we're gonna try to be as liberal as possible. We're not trying to hold back because we really wanna see just which one performs the best. So now we're gonna take our applicator, gonna spread it evenly. Now the one thing I don't like about these coating applicators is that the sprayer trigger gets clogged pretty often, pretty easy. You really have to flush it out after every use. And sometimes you forget or just for whatever reason you don't do it. So there we go, we're gonna let it dry. Right now it's looking very shiny, very glossy, so I like it. Okay, so on the driver's rear tire, we're gonna apply ADS Ghost. And we're gonna use another applicator, so same thing. Try to spread it in the grooves, the ridges. This sprayer is not as clogged, so as you can see, spreads so much better. So let's get this out of the way and start spreading it. There we go. So that's that for this one. All right, so now we're gonna apply CarPro Dark Side on the rear passenger tire. So this one's more like a, you can kind of see hopefully, it's like a gel. So So this one, I guess, is categorized more like a tire sealant. So they're not saying a tire coating, more like a tire sealant. So it may not last as long. But I've liked this product, to be honest. So I like the gel-like consistency of CarPro better because it doesn't clog up whatever applicator I'm using. So the one of the biggest downfalls with the tire coatings or ADS Ghost is that they basically, you know, if you've ever used an applicator with ceramic coating and you let it cure, that applicator becomes crusty and stiff. It gets clogged up essentially, and then you can't really reuse it anymore. So you have to rinse it right away, and that's just a variable that personally I don't want to deal with. I don't like the fact that I have to always be on the lookout to rinse whatever applicator or tire brush I'm using to apply the other ones. And that's why that's one of the biggest downfalls. Compared to this one, I've left it on brushes and it doesn't make them stiff like the other. It doesn't clog up the brush that I use. It doesn't crystallize kind of like the other ones do. So that's why personally I like the consistency, the viscosity of this one. And I've enjoyed it all the times I've used it. The only thing that I have noticed with this one is if I just leave it like this, that's how it looks the most shiny, and I like shiny. But it seems to attract dirt and dust a lot more than the other ones. The only other way what you can do is recommended, take a towel and mat it down, but it takes off a lot of the shine from the tire, and I don't like it. So, because it just looks like a new tire, but not like shiny. And it doesn't have to be crazy shiny, but at least, you know, some shine to it. So anyways, it attracts a little bit more dirt and dust if you do not mat it down. So that's the one downfall with the CarPro Dark Side. But there you have it. The last contender is going to be Exaforma Permashine tire coating, and I only have a little bit of this left, and we're going to apply it to the passenger front tire. So we're going to try to do the same and apply it to the grooves first. Get inside there, and hopefully I have enough for this. Oh man, yeah, I have enough. Okay. It's just this one doesn't come with the sprayer. This is just something that I got, and this is one of the downfalls with this one is it just comes with a cap bottle and doesn't have a sprayer, so it's actually more difficult to apply than the other ones if you don't get a sprayer, in my opinion at least. So this one's one of the, just the manufacturer needs to put some form of spray in it to make it easier to apply. Okay, so now that I applied all 4 of them and they've dried up a little bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my van backwards so I can get in the lower part of the tire that's touching the ground where I couldn't get the applicator 100%. So we're gonna move the tire, we're gonna move the van, we're gonna move the tires and apply a second coat, a light layer second coat, just to make sure that all of them have enough product, they're well applied, they're evenly applied, and there's no way to mess this up. So okay, so I moved the tires a little bit so I can get in the area where it was touching the ground and I couldn't really get under it, and just give it a second pass to make sure it's all evenly applied. It has enough product, there's no variables that will make it not perform as they promise. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a second coat. And actually this applicator, as I was telling you, I already felt it now getting clogged up. So you really have to apply and then rinse the applicators, whether it's a brush or whatever you're using, because otherwise the product is gonna cure on the applicator, and it's gonna be stiff and it's not gonna be good anymore. So you're basically gonna ruin whatever applicator you're using. Now, if you do get these products on the rim, make sure you take a microfiber, remove it right away, because it is like a semi-permanent sealant, you know? You don't want it on your wheel, so. We're gonna repeat that with all 4 tires. Okay, so I just finished applying a second layer to all tires, and I wanna show you the result and how it looks like. Honestly, they all look great. They all have a great shine to it. I like it. Some people may not like it that shiny. I like it. Anyways, I'll show you. Some are in the shade, so it's not gonna look as well, but anyways, here it is. Okay, and this tire here is ADS Ghost. That's what we applied on this rear driver tire. And as you can see, very shiny, very glossy. I like it, looks great. And then we're gonna move to the Adams tire Armour. Same thing, very shiny, very glossy. Looks great. This is Exaforma Permashine, or I forgot the name, but they're tire coating, and once again, very glossy, very shiny, looks great. And then last but not least, we have Carb Pro Dark Side. And honestly, this was the best to apply, the most pleasurable, I guess, to apply. And it has a very high gloss and shine as well. I like it. So we'll see how each perform. If they can last 3 months, I'll be satisfied. Okay, so this is the update after 2 months and 1 week. So 2 months and a week. We're gonna show the final results of our testing, because at this point I don't like how they're starting to look, so I'm gonna reapply regular tire dressing from this point on. But I want to show you what each wheel looks like. So starting with Adams tire Armour, we're gonna take a look, and I just washed the tires and wheels with pH neutral soap and a soft bristle brush, not my regular tire brush with the stronger bristles. But I just want to show you from all angles that it's still looking good. The tire shine and protection is still there, as you can see the glare from the gloss and shine. It's definitely not like when we first applied it, but it's kept up really well. And actually, I think this one might take it for this test. It's definitely there. It's picked up a little bit buildup of grime in the grooves, brake dust mainly. It is diminished in some areas more than others, like in this part right here, there I can see less of a sheen compared to the rest. But that's how that one is doing. Now let's go here to ADS Ghost, and this one is also, as you can see, very present. It's doing well. It kept the tire shiny, protected, but from what I can see, it's a tiny bit less than the Adams. But it's still there. I mean, we're splitting hairs here, so I think it is kind of visible. Maybe you see something different, or maybe the camera doesn't pick it up as well, but it's doing good. It did well for these 2 months after many miles. Carb Pro Dark Side. So Carb Pro Dark Side, we have to say that it's the one that lasted, like, it's still there because you can see a tiny bit of a sheen, but in real life, maybe the camera picks it up differently, but it in real life it's like very matte. It's like, it's just how a tire will look when it's brand new without any shine, but it doesn't look dirty, and it's not brown, like built up brake dust and grime, which tells me that it's still there. It protected the tire during this time. But as far as the gloss and shine, the sheen of it, it is gone. It is actually gone. So I think this one will come last place. But it has its place because this one doesn't take as much preparation to apply. And it's not sold so much as a permanent coating. And then the last one we're going to show you here is Exaforma tire shine coating. In this one, like Ghost and Adam's tire armor, also is very present. It's doing very well, just like the other ones. I think between the other three, it's doing equally. From what I can tell, I would put this in number 2 spot behind Adams. But honestly, Ghost, this one, and Adams, it's they're very similar. It's hard to tell actually. I know I'm in the shade in these two tires compared to the other ones, but even when it's in the sun, I was checking it out before I started recording, and we have the same results. So splitting hairs, I think Adams, Exaforma, and ADS, they're all great. They all did their job, and they're all still present after 2 months and a week and a lot of driving. So you can't really go wrong with any of them, including the Carb Pro Dark Side. They all did great, but at this point it's getting a little bit dull. So what I would do is either just reapply a light layer, or if you don't like the way it looks anymore, you can remove them. Okay, so let's talk about some final conclusions and give you my final thoughts about these products. And basically, I'm gonna line them up as I think, as far as shine that still remains, it's like these two. So I think the one that is most present is Adams, and then Exaforma, then ADS. But honestly, like I said, it's splitting hairs, so all three actually, they're about the same. They performed about the same. And then Dark Side, it's not shiny anymore, but it definitely protected it during these 2.5 or 2 months and a week. These two are almost identical. This one too. What I like more about this one, it comes with the sprayer. This one doesn't. So this is why I out of the three, since if they're all the same, then I would choose either one of these two, ADS or Tire Armor. So it might come down to price and availability in your area and for you. So which one can you get the easiest, which one is most available and best price. And also, if you don't really care about this one that doesn't have a sprayer, I put this, but it doesn't come with it. These two come with a sprayer. This one comes in a 16 ounce, this one only a 12 ounce. So that's something if you want a little bit more product and you don't want to rebuy. So I would do this one. But this one, it's still great. It still did good for about a month and a half. I think I still saw the shine. The only issue is it doesn't last as long. However, it's not as difficult to apply, or doesn't take as much effort and time as these three. So this one you can apply more regularly, and it's a thicker gel-like consistency that it's super shiny. So I kind of like it. But yeah, I guess these are my thoughts, and I'll let you choose whatever you like. I hope this test was beneficial. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section, and I'll have all these products linked in the description for you to check them out as well. Thank you so much, and God bless you.